and welcome to the Commander's Corner. My name is Commando Kukogo, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the economic situation in Nigeria. It's become very unmanageable, and it is really high time that we bring to the attention of the world what is happening in that place, that the country is sinking. And when I was a child, you know, when you do something nice or you impress your parents, they'll call you name. Sometimes they'll call you a tiger, argo, lion, you know, elephant, something to uplift your spirit. These things have also happened in Nigeria, where Nigerians have adorned so many names like the flying elephant, the giant of Africa, and the most populous nation in Africa and the Black World. Yes, but they have not done well to sustain those names. In fact, Nigeria is at the precipice of its demise, dissolvement, and disintegration. The politics of divide and rule is abruptly coming to an end. The majority of non-Fulani people in the north are agitating and demanding for their independence from the Fulani emirs, political gods and exploiters. Today, the north in Nigeria is on fire from intolerance, hatred, bigotry, ethnic clashes, and religious violence. Indeed, the fire is raging, gathering strength like an inferno to burn down all human civilizations in that part of the country. The Fulani and gullible Hausa feudal masters must bear the blame for Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen terrorism, Miyata Allah violence, instigation, armed robbery, armed kidnapping, and the invasion of private properties and land. Nigeria has lost its moral fiber. It is a land of disorder. From north to south, from east to west, there is no part of the country that is at peace. In the past, the country was sustained with mass revenue from crude oil. But today, Nigeria has lost its revenue from crude oil since 2015. The country has become insolvent. It now depends on borrowing from abroad, loans from China with exorbitant interest rate, or worse, Nigeria may lose their sovereignty if they default on loan terms and payment periods. Nigeria is finished. Bomb. There is no real future, except for Nigeria to accept the reality that it has failed to govern, to unite, to prosper, and to advance the collective interest of the country. It has become a property of the elite, especially the Fulani cabals. It's just a matter of time when a force, politically or otherwise, gravely over all political magnitude that may equal Category 5 hurricane or tsunami that will come and sweep the country out to the sea. It is indeed a sorry situation for the country. And what has that resulted? It has resulted in many professionals, many Igbo professionals and other Nigerians. They are leaving the deplorable state of Nigeria and migrating overseas to look for a better living. So many of them take unbearable risks. They go through agonizing trails. They pay a lot of money. Many lose their life just to leave Nigeria for a better place. It is estimated that over 10 million Igbo people live overseas. 10 million. Many of them professionals. Many of them, that's the only hope, because there's no hope for them in Nigeria. And once they migrate, once they settle, their main objective is to send money home. Since we know that the main objective of these migrants, people that live their home. They travel thousands of miles just to find work, just to have a future. It is really becoming something of desperation. They spend almost all their life savings to go overseas. And once they settle, their next objective is to either repay back the money they borrowed to go, or to work sometimes 24/7 in order to save money. And like many families, they're struggling. Many of them don't have good jobs. And when they do, they go through a lot of racism, discrimination, which they wouldn't face if their country is in order. That will be for another day. That'll be a story. So Nigerians send money home to support their family members. Granting those families means to cover their basic needs. At the same time, remittances have a direct impact on health, education, poverty levels, and even help develop infrastructures in these communities. Many send home to build schools in their communities, renovate their alma maters, buildings and infrastructures, pay for people's tuitions, help communities, family members to get ahead. And according to money.com, the publications on February 2020, Nigeria has adopted measures to attract remittance flows that will further contribute to economic development. They are looking to get people who are living overseas to sacrifice their hard-earned money in order to substitute for what the government has failed to do, in order to support their family members. It is not a scheme to target those. You deny yourself the comfort. You don't go on vacation. You don't buy new shoes. You buy used cars. You go to auctions. You buy flooded vehicles so that you can save to support your family back home. Because the government has failed to do its job. Now the government has begun to target you, to encourage you to send money. Because they know when you send money home, that will help to appease the anger of the people. That will help to subdue the frustration of the people. That's their new scheme. But the most bizarre thing about this is that they're targeting Igbo people in the diaspora to fuel their economic logics without respecting and granting people common civil rights. They are not protecting our people. They are not appreciating our contribution. Instead, they are abusing us. Igbos are now the federal government cash cow, since they have mismanaged and destroyed the crude oil sector. They are now looking for the dollar. That is their new goal. But when the money comes, the central bank will give this money to their brothers to exchange. They get the money for 270 naira, and on the street, they sell the money. Once you come out from the airport, they sell the money to you, 450 naira. They're making a lot of killings. A lot of killings. So that is their new scheme. As a matter of fact, according to a published report, in 2019, migrant remittances to Nigeria equaled $29 billion, which represents 8.1% of the gross national product of Nigeria. And this also represents 19% year-on-year growth from 22 billion naira in 2017. So this is a consistent growth. Whether the economy of these people is good, whether they lose their job overseas, they are doing everything to sustain their families back home. The 2018 figure translates to 83% of the federal government budget in 2018, and 11 times the FDI flows in the same economic period. According to Dr. Emmanuel Okorafor, Managing Director and CEO of Hobart Consultant Management Services based in London, Nigeria reaps double foreign exchange from remittances of its citizens abroad, more than what is accrued from its crude oil export. It's making money from human labor that it did not invest in. Most of the people that obtained education in Nigeria went to private schools. Their parents paid, borrowed to send them to school. Now, Nigerian government is benefiting from it. So, in a nutshell, what I'm saying is that there is a leverage now that those Nigerians who are in diaspora can exercise. They should be able to organize themselves to demand that the government respond to their needs, especially in their countries of residence. For an example, in the United States of America, there are only 2 consular services in the whole country. One in New York and the other in Atlanta. But there are folks in Florida, in Texas, in California regions that the government can set up consular services so that people don't have to either travel to Atlanta or New York to do their consular services. In these new consular services, they can also set up money transfer centers to help Nigerians instead of us going through MoneyGram, going through Western Union and other financial services, and we pay them for their services. We could use Nigerian centers, and that will save us $5, $10, $20. When you aggregate this amount of money, you'll be surprised how much it will be in a year. So Nigerian government need to do like Mexico. Mexico in Texas have one embassy and 1 consular centers all over the country. Honduras have 1 here, few miles away from my office. So Nigeria need to re-engineer if it can survive. If not, it will dissolve. Nigerians in diaspora have the power now. You have the power now. Use the power. Use the power. Because the present state of Nigeria cannot be sustained. They don't have the money to pay the army that are abusing you, the police. They will go bankrupt. They will. They don't have the money anymore from the crude oil. So they're going to depend on you. You cannot dictate how they use your money. You cannot dictate how they use your money. If you don't, you're abused twice. So this is my my little opinion, and let's talk about it. I really think that the Nigerians in diaspora have contributed a lot, and Nigeria have not shown appreciation. Instead, Nigerian government abuse them when they come back home. They don't have security. They don't have safety. They don't enjoy Nigeria when they come home. They hide and constantly in fear. So I'm asking you, inbox me, talk to me. Let's discuss this. Share, like, and subscribe. And I know that the government of Nigeria will listen when they know we have a collective mind, that we're working together. We are working to make sure that we are not taken for granted anymore. Thank you.